She laughed when he walked into the courtroom wearing his U.S. Army uniform. She didn't even lower her voice. Guess the Army will take anyone these days. Her lawyers smirked. Victor Shaw and Elaine Grant whispered among themselves, certain this case was already won. But when the testimony began, the room grew still. His name was Major Daniel Cross, 10 years in the United States Army, helicopter pilot, 2 distinguished flying crosses. He was wounded in combat while evacuating soldiers under heavy fire, refusing to leave anyone behind. That day, he lost his arm, but never his calm. After retiring, Daniel did not fade into the background. He built a new purpose for himself as a commercial airline instructor. He could no longer fly attack helicopters, but he could train the next generation of pilots. For years, he worked quietly, rarely mentioning his past. Until one bitter winter morning, his life changed forever. A flight from Denver to Chicago. Ordinary, uneventful. Until 30 minutes in, a deafening boom shattered the calm. The plane shuddered violently. One engine had suffered catastrophic failure. Lights flashed red. Alarms blared. Oxygen masks dropped like ghosts from the ceiling. Panic rippled through the cabin. In the cockpit, Captain Sofia Ramirez froze. Training vanished under the weight of terror. Row 14, Seat B, Major Daniel Cross. He knew the sound, the feel, the timing. His instincts screamed what had to be done. He shot to his feet, identified himself, and rushed forward. With no time to debate, First Officer James Turner led him inside. Daniel slid into the seat, one hand gripping the controls, his voice low and steady. He rerouted fuel lines, reset systems, and fought the violent shake of the aircraft. The jet bucked against the wind, but he held firm, guiding it downward. Outside, snow covered the earth in a white, unforgiving sheet. Inside, hundreds of lives clung to his every move. The descent was brutal. Sparks flew as the belly scraped the icy runway, metal grinding against frozen concrete. But when the aircraft screeched to a halt, silence fell, followed by cries of relief. Every single passenger had survived. The news called him a miracle worker. The crowd hailed him as the man who saved their families. But the airline, they saw only liability. They fired him. The official reason: unauthorized access to the cockpit, violation of federal rules, endangerment of company property. No thanks, no honor, no severance, just gone. Daniel stayed silent until the very passengers whose children he had saved found him. They contacted a Veterans Legal Foundation, determined that the man who saved their lives would not be treated as disposable. Now in court, Martin Cole leaned back smugly, his voice sharp with arrogance. Mr. Cross has no standing. He was a passenger, not a crew member. He broke FAA regulations. He endangered lives. He is not a hero. Judge Eleanor Hayes leaned forward. Her tone was calm, but every word carried weight. So what you're saying, she asked, is that letting the plane crash would have been the better option? The attorney froze. That's not our argument. It's the only argument, she cut him off. This man acted when no one else could. He saved every life on that flight, and your company punished him for it. That is not justice. That is shameful. The courtroom buzzed. Then came the verdict. Reinstatement, a multi-million-dollar settlement, a public acknowledgement of his actions, and his record cleared of any wrongdoing. As Daniel walked out, Emily Carter ran to him, tears streaming. She clutched his hand. You saved my children. We will never forget you. Daniel only gave a small nod.